Welcome to the How to Start a Business information session. Increase CDC is a faith-based organization that was founded in 1999 by Pastor David Forbes Jr. Part of our mission is starting businesses, creating jobs, and strengthening communities. Throughout this webinar, we will cover the characteristics of an entrepreneur, the benefits and challenges of being an entrepreneur, what it takes, what not to do, how I can help, one of our acronyms, and our contact information. This webinar will also feature advice from one of the Increase CDC alumni, Tamala Walker. She is now the owner of Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste and was recently featured on ABC's The Chew. An entrepreneur is committed to the vision, the mission, and the business. They believe when no one else believes because of that prior commitment. They manage time and money effectively and efficiently. They also know that it is all about the customer. Entrepreneurs get the job done, but not alone, because they know it requires a team of employees to succeed. Entrepreneurs are easy to contact and access. They also know the importance of marketing a brand. And now a word of advice from Tamala Walker.
One thing that I need to stress for any entrepreneur is that no matter what people say, no matter how discouraged you are, and no matter how hard the journey is, you have to keep pressing on to get to your goal.
What do you think some of the benefits of being an entrepreneur are? One of the main benefits of being an entrepreneur is employment control. You not only control your own employment and income, you control the employment of your community.
The benefits of being an entrepreneur is that you have the opportunity to write your own ticket. You're the boss, but make sure that you have a supportive team that is able to give you constructive feedback on how to move forward.
Now that we've discussed the benefits of being an entrepreneur, what do you think some of the challenges are? One of the main challenges of being an entrepreneur involves finances. There is an immense financial risk in becoming an entrepreneur. There are startup costs, which require many to take out loans. The first year to 2 years of income may or may not be steady. There may also be major fluctuations in revenue stream. Many new entrepreneurs work at least 16 hours a day. Customers may or may not be satisfied with the entrepreneur's product or service. The entrepreneur, in return, may not be satisfied with those results.
There's going to be tough times ahead, so you need to plan for those tough times. Whether there's a price increase on your raw product, or there's a disaster in the area, or there's even that competitor that comes through and tries to knock you off your pedestal.
As an entrepreneur, you must give your business life, long-term thinking, investment of time, energy, and passion, financial health, checking your profits and sales sheets. You also must have the entrepreneurial mindset and experience in your field. Increase CDC provides CEO training courses and all of the above.
Another thing I want to tell you is that you have to be a part of the community. You want to create jobs. You have to network. You can't be shy in doing what you do best. You have to let people know that you are the expert in your area.
Another important part about being an entrepreneur is doing research. Entrepreneurs must first determine which sector they will offer their product or service in, whether that be retail, manufacturing, service, or another industry. Entrepreneurs must then determine the demand for their product or service. A great way to determine this is by conducting a feasibility test. Entrepreneurs may use friends, family, or another interest group to test their product or service. The interest group will then provide evaluations and other feedback to determine the demand for that product or service. Entrepreneurs must also choose a target market. Which demographic or demographics will be purchasing your product or service? Another significant part about opening a business and being an entrepreneur is realizing that there will be competition. All successful businesses compete. For example, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's all offer hamburgers. But all three of these chains know that to compete in the fast food industry, they must stand out from the rest. When Uncle Pete's Patties opens, how will this small business compete with the other fast food chains?
One thing I love about the SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and you'll understand that if you take the course with Increase CDC, Developing the Business Plan, is that it shows you what you're really good at, it shows you what areas you need some help with, it gives you an opportunity to look at your competitors and how you can position yourself for success.
One of the most important things any entrepreneur can have is a business plan. This is a live document that changes over time but lays out your goals for the business. The business plan includes the following: an executive summary. That is an overview of your business. A business description. That describes the product or service you plan on offering and the demand for that product or service. Entrepreneurs will also need a marketing plan. This includes the demographic which will be purchasing your product or service and how you plan on marketing that product or service. You will also need an operational plan. That will include your day-to-day operations, the number of employees you plan to hire, the positions available, and the number of hours per position. You will also need a financial plan, which you will find the most useful and most important. This includes your cash flow statements, balance sheets, profit and loss statements, and sales forecasts. Increase CDC offers a 6-week business planning course, and at the end of that 6 weeks, you will have your very own business plan.
One thing I really loved about Increase CDC, Developing the Business Plan course, was that they handheld you through the process of how to create that business plan. No matter if you've been in business for a long time or you're just starting out the idea, they help you with your idea to make it a reality.
All entrepreneurs must go through the registration process. The state registration legalizes your business and is done after your business plan is completed. The cost is $125 and generally takes 3 to 5 days to come back. You can register at the Secretary of State in person or on the Secretary of State website. This registration declares and protects your business name. You can also create a domain name, which will be www.yourbusiness.com. You will also need to determine the legal structure of your business, and that will require a tax consultant or an attorney. You will then determine whether your business is an S corporation, sole proprietorship, LLC, or one of the other legal structures. Registration will also provide you with a federal employee identification number. This is like a social security number for your business. If your sector requires a license or certification before you can begin operation, you should have those certifications prior to registration.
If you're doing a home business or in a manufacturing space, you'll need to comply with rules and regulations from federal and state government. You need to have personal protective equipment. You'll need to have the proper sanitizing equipment and tools and solutions. You'll also need to do regular updates with your space to make sure that you are in compliance, and they will do visits every now and then.
Since finances are a major challenge for startup companies, it is important for entrepreneurs to establish a bank relationship. Generally, banks do not lend to people they do not know. Entrepreneurs must also raise capital, which can be done through a variety of means. This can be through personal savings, a support system, which includes family and friends, angel investors, which are wealthy individuals who specialize in donating to startup companies, banks that provide loans, microloans, which are also provided by Increase CDC, and crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a new way of raising money. It can be done through sites such as Kickstarter.com, Indiegogo, and GoFundMe. Your chosen crowdfunding site will provide you with a link to your campaign. You may share that link with whomever you please, and that crowd of people will donate money to your campaign. Marketing is another important aspect of raising money. Entrepreneurs must have business cards, a website, and it's important to use social media. Increase CDC offers CEO training courses in all of the above.
You need to reach out to professionals so they can help you in your business and keep you on that straight line. Whether that's an attorney, whether that is an accountant, or other marketing professionals. Do that so you can succeed in your business.
Here are some of the reasons that small businesses fail. Lack of financial management. No business plan. Lack of experience. Poor location. Poor inventory management. Having no mentors. Personal use of business funds. Having a business that is not customer-centered. Lack of networking. Competition.
You are the expert in your field. You don't have to have a degree, but you have to have someone around you and mentors that are in the industry to help you along the way. It's important to do your own homework so that you know what's going on in your company. I've taken the opportunity to reach out to the mentors with Increase CDC even after my class with them.
Here's how I can help. Increase CDC offers instruction through the business planning course, CEO training, skills workshops, Launchpad program, and free information sessions such as this webinar. Increase CDC also offers capital through microloans, IDAs, and other financial assistance. We also offer assistance through coaching, consulting, and Launchpad. We also offer a variety of networking opportunities through our business network, Micro Entrepreneur Awards Ceremony, and Launchpad Gala. The Micro Entrepreneur Awards Ceremony is held annually. It highlights which businesses from our alumni are making the most impact on our community.
My goal in this business in Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste is to have a manufacturing space, which is in the works, and also to hire people from the community that have skills that they can grow and be self-sufficient. I think that's one of the most important things. Even people that really are reintroduced into society and have fallen on hard times, everyone has something to give. And if I can have one opportunity to give back in that way so they are self-sufficient, I think I've done my job well. I think I have a successful business. I wish you well. And if you want to know more about me or my company, you're welcome to go to www.torlitas.com. Best wishes.
Here's a summary of what we've covered in this webinar.